do that's almost as perfect as the MRI scan. But I won't tell you.
Okay, before we get to the fixtures, we'll just keep you in that suspense. The name you have to keep in mind is Afolabi Yusuf. He's the captain of St. Paul's Anglican Primary School. I watched this guy play football and I was dazzled. I wasn't there with him on the field of play and he dazzled me. He was just a phenomenon. Talented talent. That's the way I have to describe that guy. Just 8 years old, still in primary school. You see him, you can almost kick him thinking it's the ball, but then he's playing good football, and that's what we're trying to see at Channel's National Kids Cup. Let me get you talking, Cosmos. For us, it's all about catching them young. Yeah. It's about grassroots football. I think this is the way to go if you want to change football in Nigeria.
Yeah, this is the way to go, and kudos must be given to Channels Television. I mean, this is the seventh edition. I can remember last year, I was in the finals at the Teslim Balogun Stadium, and I saw standard. I saw what Channels Television is trying to do, and this is something I just want to say. The football administrators, the sports administrators should be able to support organizations like Channels Television who are trying to, take back sports to the grassroots, to catch them young, as we would say. And you could see, he talked about the standard. It talked about how young these pupils are. Look at them, and they play good football. They know what is at stake, and of course they have that sportsmanship, that spirit of sportsmanship. I mean, this is something that we should instill into these kids right from this time. I think this is a good one. And as I said earlier, the administrators, I mean, people from the Nigeria Football Federation, people from the sports ministry as well, should key into these organizations as well. I think I know a particular bank that do stuff like this, and organizations like this should, do stuff like this, and of course support Channels Television, because this is not easy. This is purely Channels Television, and kudos must be given to everybody involved, you, Dumnodi, the bosses that are really supporting this great innovation.
Totally agree with you, Cosmos. We'll just read some messages coming on Twitter for the Channel's National Kids Cup. Our very good friend Casey Omojene at Casey Gine says, great job at the Channels TV is doing with the Channel's National Kids Cup. We appreciate your appreciation. Keep them coming. We love it when we see these kids leave the classroom and have an opportunity to actually show their talents. Let's talk again tomorrow. We should be expecting some cracker of a game.
Well, it's a different set coming up. We're going to. I love the way the pictures were done this year. We're going to be seeing a different set of people, different set of game, and these are pictures from the only called day 2. Thank you very much, the producer of this program. We could see pictures from day 2. Yeah. That's the Unicon Center. If you're around the Unicon, you can come to watch. You can just take a break from your work and come see just 20 minutes of football. You enjoy yourself. You know you had this swell time. Upland against St. Francis, Inner City against Docker. These are debutants. Toydam against Dahem, and there are 2 debutants. And the last game of the day, which is not the list, is a team that qualified third, who got the third ticket for the national final last year. That's Dr. Cecily Elias and Exe Makulut, who are debutants in this edition. And for the Campus Square, that's the 2 fixtures, Campus Square fixtures. Abjuel, we're taking on Uncle Bayus, 2 debutants again, 2 first-timers, not 2 first-timers, Domain, this is their 3rd edition, so they'll be taking on Royal Blazers. What's their first name? There was one name.
Royal Bells.
Royal Bells, yes. Rockford against Great Atkinson, 2 teams who are appearing at the Channels Kids Cup for the very first time. And the last game, which is not the least. I love the way the pictures came up.
I'll tell you.
African Church Primary School, Ikola, against Uniform. The team that got a white card for the national finals.
Yeah, and then actually impressed. You know why we need to look forward to this game between African Church Primary School and Uniforms? You know the story. It was Ajelogo, and then they pulled out because they found out that the sportsmaster was playing foul with the team and coming on to play Uniforms. That alone, when you see the way African Church is coming into this one, and the Uniforms, remember the way they were called up for the national, they want to give all their best. So that's it, fixtures for day 2 of the Channels National Kids Cup. After day 1, 12 goals were scored minus the penalties played between the Tenets and the other school. Daman Foundation School. Yeah, aside the penalties, we saw 12 goals already. And after day one, the star player is Afolabi Yusuf. Cosmos, we're just trying to see ways that the country can benefit from this. What ways do you think we can monitor football at this level?
Well, I've said it. Basically, the administrators should liaise with organizations like this that are trying to bring something up like this. At every level. I mean, this is I think this should be under 12 or so. This level where young kids
12 under 13.
Yes, 12 under 13, where they can bring in young people like this and try as much as possible to encourage them. I mean, if there is a very good and proper school sport kind of program like is done in some very advanced societies, I think it would be good. It would be nice. In my other analysis, I did not talk about the Lagos State and Football Association, how they're supporting this. I mean, this is nice as well. They are football administrators, and they know what is good and how to take sports back to the grassroots. I mean, Lagos State have been doing that. So as far as I'm concerned, proper sports program that will be able to encourage these kids. I mean, not just in football. I mean, I'm talking about in all sports. I'm talking about sports that could bring us medals when it comes to international competitions. If we can take it to the grassroots, encourage it, and of course enforce, if possible, enforce school sports in every school in the nation. I mean, it's really going to go a long way. In the next 5-10 years, we'll be talking about, okay, this player or this athlete actually took part probably in the Channels Kids Cup.
And that's what we want. That's the dream as regards the Channels National Kids Cup. Let's dash down to Twitter. Joshua Efendu. It says, he started it that way. It says, it's really going down there at the Channels National Kids Cup. The kids are really battling it out there. That's it. That's how competitive it has been. Day one, Lagos Preliminaries, not the nationals. This is not the real deal. This is just to get representatives from Lagos that will feature at the national. But I'm still talking about the fixtures for tomorrow. Which of the games are you looking forward to?
I mentioned two things. I mentioned the fact that the last fixtures for the Lagos Center, that's the game between
Unifrance and
not Unifrance. Unifrance is going to be playing
African Church Primary School.
African Church and Unifrance. That game, that's the game. We're leaving the best for the last. I'm expecting fireworks. I'm expecting a shocker. And in the game between Exem Immaculate and Dr. Stimellians, I'm not expecting a shocker. I'm expecting something that will look like a shocker.
That's like what we saw High Scope try to do.
Whether those ones will score one and celebrate as if they won the trophy. I think we'll be expecting and we're expecting that this time we'll produce more goals, less walkovers, because it's not a beauty when you see walkovers, especially at this level. We're to come in their real element, play good football, and we expect the team that has the cheerleader, the supporters to come. That's what attracts fans to the stadium. Exactly. When they hear kids playing football, and they hear the atmosphere, and they see the electrifying moment, they see the band, you see the children shouting, playing song, enjoying themselves, showing that spirit of friendship. The adults, we have to adjust and come to watch. And that's what we're experiencing in the last 6 editions. Because when they see kids who are supposed to be on the opposing side, being on the same side, singing together, expecting they're praying together, which is supposed to be the essence of our unity. That's when we withdraw. That's when we draw. They are trying to tell us that at this level, there are no boundaries. We don't build barriers, and that's what football do. Like I always use, it's a slogan. When you mention goal, there is no language. The spelling may be different.
Yeah, but goal is goal.
Goal. That's true. The spellings may be different, but goal is goal. It's right in pronunciation.
That's it. I actually picked one part to do. This says it's not good to hear about walkovers, particularly in primary school. And then I remember dolphins. And all that happened in Tunisia. But that's not the talk. Let's go quickly to Twitter again before we go on this break. Blessed Nigeria.